Follow me over land and sea, marching from our hallowed bridge to this royal park, to walk the steps to glory, to purge old ghosts, refire old rivalries. A new generation of gold and sapphire, ready to tattoo its name in silver, to stroll up to the mark and plate up revenge as it's meant to be served cold. Welcome to the blue corner. If you put us on the canvas, we get back up. In the eye of the storm, we never blink, or break, or worry. Because history taught us, every little thing is going to be all right. This is who we are, no matter what position we're in. Somehow, no one else quite knows how. This is where we find ourselves. This is what we do. The pride of London.
Hello and welcome to Carabao Cup Final Day. Welcome to Wembley Stadium and more specifically, welcome inside the very impressive Chelsea dressing room. Today, well, it's all about firsts, isn't it? And for so many of this young squad, this is a first taste of Wembley Stadium and, of course, a first major cup final as well. Today, though, well, it's all about you, the fans. Speaking of which, let's join Kelvin up at the White Horse pub, shall we, who is surrounded by Chelsea supporters.
Yes, people, it's Kelvin, and welcome to what is already a growing atmosphere at the White Horse pub on Olympic Way, where our Chelsea fans are gathering before they make their way to the stadium. I'm going to be here getting their thoughts before we build up to the final, but in the meantime, I'm going to pass over to Kiri, who's at the stadium in the mix zone.
A very warm welcome to the mix zone here at Wembley. Well, I'm right in the thick of it. This is where the world's press are going to be covering the game, and I am going to be checking in with the official supporters clubs around the world to find out how they'll be watching the game. Well, it's not just me that's here. Ben Andrews and Jason Cundy are also going to be taking you through the commentary, so let's head up to them and find out what they're up to.
Well, that's where the action is. We've got the best view. Stand by from me, Ben, and him, Jason, for commentary when the game time comes as the season's first silverware goes on the line.
Yes, we'll be looking at team news when it drops and also answering some of your questions pre-match.
So lots to look forward to throughout the course of the next hour or so. Well, as you can see, here we are in the mouth of the tunnel here at Wembley Stadium. This is the walk that the players will be making very shortly indeed. Speaking of which, we're about to be joined by two men that know what it takes to win here at Wembley Stadium in Mikel and Joe Cole. We'll also be joined by the one and only women's manager, Emma Hayes. So as we make our way out towards the hallowed turf, let's remind ourselves just as to how we got here to the Carabao Cup Final today.
Chelsea welcome AFC Wimbledon to Stamford Bridge. 1-1. It's Fernandez! The Blues take the lead.
Yeah, in the next round, and that was the objective.
It's getting through for Jackson! And Chelsea lead!
Yeah, obviously winning a trophy is always nice.
Keeper's punched it out to Badiashile! Raheem Sterling! Chelsea put 1 foot in the quarter-final.
Because it's one of the competitions that we want to go until to the end.
And Wilson stuck it in for 1-0. Mikhailo Mudryk in stoppage time! Matt Ritchie there. Saved by Petrovic! They're through to the semi-finals! Slid home by Hackney. Advantage Middlesbrough.
We're going to fight to be on the final.
1-0 Chelsea! There's Enzo Fernandez, it's 2. It's Axel Disasi! What a goal! Cole Palmer makes it 4-0. Or Palmer for 5, brilliant. Could be 6 here. Noni Madueke, there it is.
this time. So come on, Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea. Let's go to Wembley and bring that trophy back to Bridge and always keep the blue flag fly high.
Come on, Chelsea. Here in Korea, we support you.
Come on, Chelsea.
Yes, people, we're at the White Horse Pub on Olympic Way. I am with the Eastern Blues, and we are really raring up ahead of the game, aren't we?
Yeah, 2-1, 2-1.
Amazing, amazing. Tell me, what's your prediction for today's game?
2-1, Chelsea.
How do you think it's going to go?
I think it's going to go brilliant. Hope we lift the trophy.
Amazing, amazing. And who's been your standout player so far this season?
I reckon Cole Palmer.
Yeah, what is it about Cole Palmer that you love?
It's just his technical ability is just really good, and stuff on and off the ball is really good.
Amazing, amazing. Now, obviously, if you guys had a message to send to Poch's boys ahead of the game today, what would that be?
Fight for the end.
Yeah?
Fight for everything.
Amazing, amazing. What would yours be?
Just give it everything, play for the shirt, go and bring the cup home.
Now, is this your first final that you guys have been to? Have you been to quite a few?
Yeah, we've done quite a few.
Yeah.
Obviously, the last ones haven't been so good, but we're hoping for a different result today.
And what do you feel like the energy is in the camp today? I feel like there's a lot of excitement.
Feels
Feels
good.
better,
Feels
yeah?
good. Yeah. I was here in 1970. Been here a few times.
Yeah. What is it about today that feels good?
The players are coming together now. We're starting to see them becoming a team. It's really good.
And tell me, just how good has players like Enzo Fernandez, Dizazi been in the last couple of games for Chelsea?
I think they've brought up their confidence under Poch, and they've stepped up to the standard of Chelsea.
Amazing, amazing. And obviously, it's Klopp's final season, so there's going to be a lot of sentiment behind Liverpool today. Why isn't that going to be a factor in today's game for Chelsea?
I just don't think we like him anymore, so we've got to get rid of him, haven't we?
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, obviously, Chelsea fans have been absolutely amazing in the build-up to today's game. The Shed End have created their own very special banner for today's final. Take a look at that right now. Now, it's been a big week for the manager ahead of today's final, and we finally got some time to sit down with him to see how the players have been preparing for today's game. Take a look at this right now.
Cup finals are always special, aren't they? What will it mean to you to be back at Wembley Stadium?
Yes, of course, it's going to be really special. Too many memories there. Hope that we can finish on the end of the afternoon smiling.
The build-up to these games is always so important, isn't it? What will the 48 hours before the game look like from your perspective?
Well, always is about to prepare mentally and tactical and physical. You know, I think, but 48 hours before the game, I think always is about to provide the team after a long week to prepare the game. Is give some rest, some more cognitive things, more about video, more about, to prepare mentally than physical. And of course, Saturday, one training session, and then be ready for Sunday.
And then talk us through Sunday. What will the morning of the game look like?
Yeah, I think Sunday is going to be, I think, different for sure than the game that we play against Liverpool or on Stamford Bridge or in Anfield. It's a final, it's Wembley, and for sure, all is going to be different. I hope that we can dominate and we can, perform in our best and being close to win.
And finally, you've spoken so passionately about the bond with the fans, the supporters. What would your message be to the fans going into this game?
No, it's continuous helping and supporting us. That is the most important. They believe, and now we are believing also that we can win, and if we share this feeling, all is going to be easier.
So with that in mind, Maurizio, you're amongst friends. If we win, who lifts the trophy first?
The captain, for sure. the captain. I think it's about to share the momentum, the time, the happiness. I think, but first of all, I think we need to believe, but we need to perform in our best. If we perform in our best, for sure we will be close to win.
Have you seen in recent weeks an improvement with the togetherness within the group, this bond between the players?
Yes, always it was a matter of time that happened. Always it's about time to build something in between them. When it's a young team and many players that arrive in summer, it's always a matter of time. Now we start to see that is working, and we want to continue in this way.
Well, he used to call it home, didn't he, when he was Tottenham manager, and he lost a League Cup final here too. Chelsea did Poch, but the team he has picked, Jason Cundy, is exactly the same as Manchester City. Thiago Silva is not even on the bench. There are a lot of youngsters on both benches, but in terms of the starting 11, exactly the same as City. Jason, your thoughts on that are?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Benjamin. Yeah, look, this team picks itself. You look at the bench, and then you work yourself backwards. This team has to play. I thought we were excellent against Man City. There's a formula now that he's found. There's a little bit more balance, certainly with the wide men, Palmer and Sterling, dropping into that midfield area, helping out Caicedo and Enzo much, much tighter. We saw the game against Liverpool, 4 or 5 weeks ago, Ben. We can't see a performance like that. Two very different Chelsea and Liverpool sides going into this game.
Now, that is a big factor on it, isn't it? The press from Curtis Jones and Dominic Szoboszlai was animalistic, I thought, at Anfield. Neither of them are playing, neither of them are even on the bench. Endo, McAllister and Gravenberch in there. No Nunez, no Jota, no Salah.
No, but they showed...
And they had a midweek game.
But they showed midweek, Ben, second half against Luton. That front three of Diaz, Gakpo and Elliott, they all got on the score sheet. Midfield, Enzo, McAllister, that's still a very, very good side. Do not mistake, it's the benches where both teams look weak.
Maybe it'll come to that, maybe it won't. Is it 90 minutes or is it 2 hours long? We've either got a departing Liverpool coach making sure the mark he leaves is even greater, or a new Chelsea one who is hoping to make his mark. Let's get down pitch side for Lee Parker and a couple of old mates.
Thank you very much indeed, Ben. Yes, a couple of very special old mates, Joe Cole and Mikel. Lovely to see you guys. This is home from home, Joe, isn't it?
Love it. You know, I can remember going to the old Wembley and watching Chelsea Cup finals 94 and 98, and then playing here with John. It's always special, it's always a big occasion, you know, and the lads, this is an intriguing game today. I can't wait for it to start.
John's been master of ceremonies with the fans already. What's it like to be back here at Wembley pitch?
Oh, it's so nice to be back. I mean, this is a ground where, like Joe just said, we've been very, very successful here. I mean, we've played so many finals here, and we've always been very, very successful. So it's home away from home for us. So I think today we should use that as a bit of an advantage for us and make sure we win this game today.
And John was the man in cup final. Cup final we played, John
exactly.
over Mikel was either man of the match, second or third. We could do with a couple of them performances today.
He looks like he's fit enough to play today.
He does. I see him trying to get up the stairs. He can't, believe me.
You're going to get me in so much trouble. Joe, we've had a look at the team. Ben and Jason have gone through the team as well. I mean, it's as far as Pochettino can go. That's a strong side, isn't it?
It's a strong side. It's a young side.
Yeah.
You know, without Thiago Silva in it as well, who's the leader, who's the talisman, I think this is a crucial game for this group of young players. Levi Colwill coming in, probably going to be at the heart of defence, a massive game for him. Liverpool have mixed it up a little bit as well. I think this could be two of the youngest squads against each other in a major cup final with England. Such energetic, young. The first 20 minutes will be frantic, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking off air, John, as well, weren't we, about the age and the fact that you were so young when you came here. I mean, from this group of young players, what will they learn from the experience of playing out here on this Wembley pitch?
They just have to embrace it. I mean, it's a massive occasion. I mean, there's these are the games you want to play. And just mentioned, these are the kind of games I love. Every cup final, I was always there. I was always putting a very good performance. I think when you come out here and you see the fans, you see this atmosphere, and look at this pitch. It just inspires you. It just pushes you to do extra, and you want to do extra for the team. You want to run extra. You want to put on a good performance. So I think that should spur this young team, to go out there and make sure we perform today. It's going to be tough, it's going to be frantic, but we have to make sure we control the game. If we could be able to do that in the first 20, 30 minutes and just settle into the game, then we can build from there and hopefully get a win.
Absolutely. Just a reminder to fans watching this at home, make sure you get your questions in for the boys as well as we progress towards kickoff. Joe, Georgi Petrovic has been warming up behind us. I mean, he has been so impressive since coming in for Rob Sanchez, hasn't he?
It's been impressive. I was talking to some guys in America when we signed him in the summer, and everyone you spoke to was just how talented this lad is. How talented.
He's very calm, isn't he? When you see him, he's
He
very
has-
calm. I think that's the thing. You
Like you,
just
John.
get assured when you see your keeper who's calm. You as a player, you feel calm, and that's something we go with Peter Cech as well.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
And John, especially in that defensive unit, with the back four and the holding midfielder, having a voice behind you and that calming influence. I think he's had I wasn't surprised. I was a little bit surprised, but every game I watch him, you get more and more confident in him and assuredness. And it could have been arguably in 2-3 years' time, we could say this is one of the signings, the best signings we've made in recent years.
Yes, definitely. I agree with that. I think when you watch him, you can see there's so much room for him to improve. He can only get much better. And every time I watch him, he's always so assured, and you definitely need that as a keeper. We've had that for so many years with Peter Cech, and he is going to become the next Peter Cech for sure for this football club.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say, fine words considering, like I said, you guys played in front of one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, he was special, wasn't he, Petter?
Petter was very special. It's a big shout from John that is. But it's
no pressure, yeah?
I actually think he can do it.
He might even be able to hear you from here.
I mean, I've watched him play. Yeah. I mean, no disrespect to Sanchez. Sanchez is a fantastic goalkeeper, but he's been really, really on it. The performances he's putting on, and every time he makes a save, you can watch him, and he looks so assured. It's like, okay, I know I'll make this save. This is a routine for me.
Yeah.
When you play with a goalkeeper like that, trust me, it gives a massive assurance to the team, and it's a massive praise. But I think he will become the next Peter Cech for this football club.
Absolutely. We're going to come back for some Wembley memories very shortly. But Joe, just to end with you, we were talking off camera, weren't we, about the 2005 final and the importance of that and the catalyst and the effect that had moving forward.
Yeah, I think this is the biggest game Chelsea have played in a long, long time, excluding the Champions League final. And because I think this group of players need to hold on to something. They need to go and achieve something where they can go, this is us, this is what we can do. We'll set the benchmark. And particularly with Thiago Silva, none of us wanted to see Thiago Silva off the team sheet because he's such a good player, but even more so for them young players now, this can galvanise the whole club. I think this is the most important game we've played in at least a decade, minus the Champions League final.
Wow. And on that bombshell, we'll be back with these guys very shortly.
Come on, Chelsea!
Keep your powder dry. We're coming back with these boys in a minute. For now, let's get back inside and speak to Kiri in the mix zone.
Well, welcome back to the Mix Zone. Now the supporters for Chelsea are far and wide. Let's head over to Mumbai now. Hello, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Suzanne. Great to have you with us. Now, can you tell me, what are your expectations from the game today?
After all the FA losses that we've had against them and the Carabao Cup loss that we had against Liverpool, I hope we really go ahead and take this revenge and get this trophy to us. Because like what Ben Chilwell said, this trophy means a lot to us. Something like with this team, and after struggling so much, that we are able to win something. So yeah, I'm hoping for a win.
Hoping for the win. Can you tell me, Susan, how you became a Chelsea fan? Of course, over in Mumbai, there's lots of Chelsea fans, but how did you become one?
Yeah. So to be fair, actually, Chelsea is something that made me, someone that made me fall in love with football. I was a cricket girl before this. It took me my friend who, used to watch Chelsea, and I used to watch the games with him. And eventually I saw the team, I saw how they come together as one and how they never give up, even if they are down, they still, climb up. They show the never give up attitude. And I was like, you know what, I think, this is my team.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We may as well carry on travelling around the world. Let's head to Colombia now. Guys, how you doing?
Hi, everybody. Hi, my name is Luis, and this is Diego. We're from Chelsea FC Pereira, located in Colombia, South America.
Amazing. Now, guys, how did you become Chelsea fans?
Well, we all came from different paths, but as far as Diego goes, it was the Champions League final, especially before that, the semi-final, Chelsea v Barcelona. That's what he explained to me. That's when he became a fan. Looking at the grid and the push and the desire to win. That's what how he fell in love with the club.
Okay, and guys, for the match today, do you think we're going to be lifting some silverware?
Absolutely, we're definitely looking forward. It's been a tough couple seasons, really, but we're very confident and we're looking forward to some silverware for sure.
Amazing, guys. Thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Take care.
So cheer us on through the sun and rain, 'cause Chelsea is our name. Let's go, Chelsea! I know this season has not been the best season of ours, but we will beat Liverpool and we'll win the Carabao Cup! Let's go, Chelsea!
Yes, people, I'm here today with two absolute legends, Steve and Andy. How are you feeling for today's game?
Very confident, we're definitely going to win. Have no fear.
Amazing, amazing. How are you feeling?
Not as confident, but I think we'll get a result today, yeah. I think we'll get a result. We're doing well at the moment, so yeah, come on, yeah.
Now, I know that you guys have been to quite a few games in your time. What was your favourite game that you've been to watching the Chelsea?
Definitely Bayern Munich. Yeah. Winning the Champions League in their backyard, singing the usual songs about anti-Germans. It was brilliant.
What about yourself?
I tend to agree with Andy. Bayern Munich away in their backyard, and going to Porto when Manchester City were there playing their best, and to beat them with no expectation was absolutely fabulous. And it was COVID, and we let our hair down out there, and it was absolutely fabulous. And Chelsea gave us a great weekend.
Amazing, amazing. Now, obviously, this new side has got some new characters in it. Now, have there been any characters that have stood out to you in Poch's team?
Certainly Conor Gallagher has come good in the last few games.
Yeah.
Started scoring, instead of running around like a headless chicken, he looks like he knows what he's doing now, so he's been outstanding.
Amazing. What about yourself?
Again, I agree with Andy. Conor Gallagher's come along well. He's grafted, he's got a great engine on him. And I just think Yassi at the back as well. They're all growing into the game. They're all growing into it. I think we've got to be a little bit patient, but it's definitely there. The talent is definitely there. We just got to be patient.
Amazing. What's your score predictions ahead of the game?
2-0 Chelsea.
2-1 the Chelsea. Come on, the Chelsea.
Amazing. Two absolute legends. On to the game now. Let's go.
Your Carabao Cup run so far, no Premier League player has been involved in more goals than you. Did you know that?
In what?
Has been involved in more goals than you.
I don't know.
2 goals, 2 assists.
In the Carabao?
Yeah.
And no one else has done more?
You're leading the way with goal contributions.
Nice. Yeah, the spirits are high. Winning the last 2 and getting a good result at the Etihad. Because it's a cup final, everyone's, you know what it means to everyone. So yeah, we're just trying to prepare as best as possible.
You played at Wembley before. Can you talk us through a couple of your past experiences there?
Yeah, I played twice before this season. One versus Arsenal in the Community Shield, and then a few months later, England debut was at Wembley. I've never scored there, so to score was amazing.
Do you feel like your best position?
Depends what game, but right wing is my favourite probably. Or in the middle. I don't know, can't decide between them. I just think everyone has them games, especially if you play up front, like you're going to miss chances. And then in the second game I thought I'll get more chances, so it's just about finishing.
Who do you think's been the most influential player in the Carabao Cup season in Chelsea team?
Kelly Shaw's big moment. Misha's goal in the last minute was a big moment. Yeah, everyone really. Yeah. Like, everyone's chipped in. So, yeah.
Good goal. Yes.
It's a big game. we're looking forward to the game, everyone, and we just need your support behind us for Sunday.
And welcome back, pitch side, where the atmosphere is certainly ramping up. Not because we've got the Chelsea players warming up behind us, but because Joe and John have been taking selfies with the fans. It's been special night.
And you.
And me, all right, and me. Let's stitch me up. But joking aside, it's just lovely to see you guys reconnecting with these fans once again.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, these guys are the football club.
Yeah.
Without the fans, we are nothing. The club is nothing. It's nice to see our fans back where we belong. This is where we belong. Our fans used to be here every year to support us in this big games, in this final. So it's nice to see them back. And hopefully today, these players can give the fans exactly what they're here for, what we used to, and hopefully we can win the game today.
Nice transition, John, like that, because we're going to talk about the boys warming up behind us. Joe, we were talking about how sharp they were looking. I wanted to ask you about the midfield, because I know you are a huge fan of Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, the best bit of business we've done in January is keeping hold of him. I know there was a lot of talk about the FFP, and players who come through the academy, I don't know what the business side of it is, but when I look at the footballing side of it and I look at Conor Gallagher and what he brings to this team, squad, and also the connection with the fans, I think it's important to have someone who's been through the academy, who knows. So him staying at the club, it was so crucial, and he's repaid that with, he started scoring goals.
With goals,
And I think he's more than that. He brings an element of this is aggressiveness, and I think Enzo and Casado playing slightly closer together, I think has helped both of them. And we've got a settled midfield three, and John will tell you himself, it's crucial that area of the pitch is settled. You can't be mixing and matching it too much. That's the engine room, the core part.
It's important that that position. I mean, also I can say Caicedo as well. He's beginning to pick up a bit. I think when he first came to the club, of course, he wasn't performing the way we thought he could when he was at Brighton, but now you can see that he's more settled. And the partnership between him and Enzo and Gallagher as well has become something that has become really important for this football club. And Gallagher as well, bumping in and becoming that second player who goes in and scores goals. They're starting to gel together, and once they start to do that, the team starts to play really well, and that's something we're seeing right now.
Do you know what, Lee? I was going to say, when John joined the club and he's walking in as an 18, 19-year-old lad, super talented, he had Frank Lampard in there, Claude Makelele in there. Enzo and Casado, two young players. I know Enzo's a World Cup winner, but there's not many games there, and Casado's only been on Brighton, so I think that you're learning on the job, whereas I had it a little bit when I came through at West Ham. You had senior players who can help you out, but they're working out. But the signs are good now. They're working it out. They've come through that learning period, starting to dictate games, so it's really good, really exciting.
Talking to players that dictate games, that brings us on to Cole Palmer. I mean, my goodness, what an impact he's had since joining.
What an impact. What a technician. I love the way you see him strolling around the pitch. His quality reminds me a lot in character like Eden Hazard. Different style slightly. Eden was more explosive, but in that way, you give me the ball. I will make things happen. You give me the ball. I love watching him. It's going to be crucial today.
No, it's true. When I watch him now, it's a bit like Jude Bellingham now for Real Madrid, isn't it? This is his team. This is kind of his team. Give me the ball. I'm the man. I create chances. I score the goals. He's been absolutely amazing since he arrived at the football club. And like I said, once the team starts to play better, the individuality of the players starts to show better. And that's something we're seeing right now with the likes of Enzo playing much better, Caicedo playing much better, Palmer. Everybody's performance start to get better and better. So I look at this team, they're so young, there's so much more to come from this team. And like I've always said, the next 2-3 years is very crucial for us. And we'll start to compete for the Premier League and the Champions League again.
We're nearly out of time, guys. Finally, you feel it? I'm not going to ask for a prediction, but you're feeling confident?
I think it's a win for us. I see us winning today. I'll go for 2-1.
I'm with John. Do you know what? The team sheets have come in. I've gone, that's good for Chelsea. I like what we're doing. I like the fact that Liverpool have left players out or whatever they do for whatever reason. I'm also coming into the stadium. I'm seeing excitement from the fans, they're right behind it, and that's important in cup finals. For so many years we got used to thinking, right, we're going to be in cup finals every year. It doesn't work like that in football. You can have low moments, and we've had a low moment. We've lost cup finals. We've not won as much as we should have done. I feel like we're back on it now, the team, the fans, the players, and if we win this game today, I think it's going to be a real turning point for the club.
And there have been so many cup finals, John, between these two teams. Does that give it an extra added element?
No, it does. I mean, they're one of our biggest rivals. I remember when we used to play, Joe. Every time we play the likes of Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, they are the biggest rivals.
And there's no better team to play against to show where we are now, the level where we are, better than Liverpool. I think it's going to be a cracking game today, and I'm hoping for a Chelsea win today.
Absolutely. We started by talking about the fans. We're going to end up by talking about the fans. How big a role will these guys have here today?
Massive, massive. Like I said, I get the vibe from them that they're up for it. Do you know, just this little section here in front of us.
They're up for it, aren't they? You can see that.
You can see it. You know, there's no coming in late. They fill it up. Listen, and the Liverpool fans will be up for it as well. But listen, the Chelsea fans will be there. And if we win this game, today, this place will explode. We'll have a great party, and we'll enjoy ourselves. I'm sure.
We will.
Fingers crossed indeed. Boys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Enjoy the game. We'll catch up with you a little bit later. Reminder to those of you watching at home, make sure you do get your questions in using the all-important hashtag. But as the boys have already suggested, there have been so many big moments between these two teams. Let's take a look.
Welcome back to the White Horse Pub. I'm here today with some very special fans. Can I get your energy, please? Yeah! Come on, Chelsea. Yes, amazing. Now, how are you feeling for today's game?
Good.
Yeah? What is it? What's your prediction?
2-1.
2-1?
Chelsea, yeah.
Who do you think's going to score?
I reckon Palmer, Disassi and Colwell, I think.
Wow,
yeah.
So you're going for lots of goals today, yeah?
Yeah, I reckon 3-2, and then I reckon we're going to play better.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now, how are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Good.
Yeah? What do you feel about Poch this season? Do you think he's been a great manager for Chelsea?
Yeah, he's been quite good.
Yeah? What is it about Poch you've liked?
Well, he's putting all the good players onto the pitch and doing the right decisions.
Amazing, amazing. Now, boys, I need you to come together. Come really close for me. Now, if you guys have a message to share with Poch today ahead of the final, I want to hear from all of you what you think that would be. I'll start with you.
I'd say if he can, say he can start like Palmer and he can play in his actual position instead of playing like a striker.
Perfect, perfect. What about you?
I reckon play people in their right positions and just have energy and encourage them.
Perfect, perfect. And what about both of you?
Well, just put all good players on the pitch.
Yeah?
Tell them what to do and just tell them to play well.
Perfect. Can I get a big, big cheer for Chelsea before we go?
Come on, Chelsea!
Come on, Chelsea! Come on, Chelsea! Now on to the game. And on to Kiri, who's at the fan zone right now.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Blues. Come on, Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Blues. Come on, Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea.
Blue is the color, football is the game, and we are together, and winning is our aim. Come on, Chelsea, come on. Best wishes for the Carabao Cup Final against Liverpool. Go get it. Come on, Chelsea.
Well, it's about that time we check in with our supporters around the world, and our first stop is to South Korea. Guys, can you hear me?
We can hear you very well. Thank you for having us today.
No worries. It's amazing to have you on board. What time is it there?
It's 10 to 10. So we still have a good 2 hours to go until the match.
Okay. Guys, South Korea, how did you become Chelsea supporters?
To be honest, I don't know where to start. And for me, it was more about watching Crespo score that goal 20 years ago at the bridge. But a lot of people just say they were just mesmerized by Drogba and Hazard. So I guess that's one of the few stories that everyone has.
Okay, well, it's a big game this afternoon. What are your expectations for the game? We know all of the talk. It's a young squad, but what are your guys' expectations?
Okay, we actually did a very brief poll, and actually it was actually quite cool to hear that a lot of our fans are expecting a big win. So I don't know what to say, but the majority were saying like 5-1 win. So I hope that really happens.
Well, from South Korea to Mexico, Ruby, are you there?
Hello, yes, I'm here.
Thank you for joining us, Ruby. Great to have you with us. Now, of course, this is all about the Chelsea supporters. How did you become a Chelsea supporter?
Well, I started like 2006, and I just watched a match, and I saw all the fans, and I hit with Chelsea, and after that, I'm probably in love with Chelsea, and I'm here. So I hope a very win today. And hope the best. And I'm so happy.
Definitely hoping for a win. Now, the Mexican fans are definitely some of the wildest that I've ever seen. So I know that you're going to be celebrating in style. What are your expectations from the game?
Oh, a difficult game, I think. But I think we are going to win. I'm so confident about this. And I hope the best for today. And come on, Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea, indeed. Thanks so much, Ruby.
Thank you.
He's going to start on the FA Cup against Leicester, just so you know.
Okay, I didn't think that would be coming.
This is Tielemans, it's opened up for the Belgian! Oh, what a strike!
Conceding in a final obviously isn't ideal. It's very important not to try and get carried away with what direction that may sway the fans and continue our game plan that we can turn it around.
Silva, good running from Chilwell again here! Oh, it's got in, it hurts! Unbelievable!
One of the best feelings of my career, really. A last-minute equaliser in a final at Wembley against my old team, Leicester. I obviously celebrated, which, you know, didn't go down so well with the Leicester fans, but it's part of football. And then Mikel Oliver obviously puts his arm up to show that it was offside, and yeah, in this moment, I was obviously pretty gutted. The feeling after the match of losing that was still pretty raw going into the Porto game. We knew we needed to make sure that we had the opportunity to go and get another medal, so we wanted to make sure that it was the winners one this time.
Esse foi a final das Champions, né? Ali um momento que eu saio sentindo um pouco o adutor esquerdo, se não me engano.
You have got to be gutted, but Thiago Silva somehow in there seems to be where the tweak happened, and that is devastating.
Vi que estava em condição que já era difícil 100% de ajudar, 80% então ficou impossível, então tomei a decisão de sair e aí a cabeça ficou um trevo ali, né?
In that moment, of course, happiness, maybe a little bit of like relief that we'd scored first, because defensively we were so solid in the Champions League that year and we'd put ourselves in a great position to win the match. I remember, I think it was like the 60th, 70th minute, I cramped up in both my calves, and there was a few other boys that were cramping up as well, because just the pure work that we were putting in for each other to make sure that we won the game.
Eu estava em pânico. E um pânico excessivo, porque eu não estava dentro de campo. Por isso que eu fiquei tão nervoso. Acho que tem uma imagem, eu acho que o Chelsea, a TV do Chelsea fez essa imagem. Eu batendo o pé, eu falando, eu chamando a torcida, eu jogando água. Subiu 7 minutos, eu falei, misericórdia, ajuda, Deus. Falta só 7. Já jogamos 90, falta só 7.
I think it said 7 minutes was definitely wasn't what we wanted to see. They had us penned in for the last 10-15 minutes of the match, and Riyad had a massive opportunity which he put over the bar.
Chelsea Football Club champions of Europe.
E esse momento é um momento que celebra todo o teu esforço, toda a coisa que você abdicou para poder estar vivendo aquele momento. Então, quando apita, você tira um peso grande das suas costas. E essa final do Porto, com certeza, tirei uns caminhões das costas.
Just happy, every emotion really. Still hadn't really sunk in, obviously I'm watching it back now. I think it's one of them ones where it won't fully settle in until I finish my career.
Cara, o Wembley é um estádio simbólico, né? De finais nem sempre são atraentes, né? Sempre é um jogo muito truncado, ninguém quer correr o risco de poder atacar e tomar um contra-ataque, tomar o gol, enfim. Por isso que eu falei, dos 2-0 contra o Liverpool nas duas Copas, foram dois jogaços. Aquele jogo ali poderia acabar 4-3 para um, 4-3 para o outro, que estava de bom tamanho. Depois as duas finais perdidas aí pro Liverpool, né? As duas nos pênaltis.
Oh, he's missed it! Saved by Alisson, he got a firm arm on it. Mikel sits in. And it's Wembley penalty heartache again for Chelsea against Liverpool.
Realmente um lindo futebol. Você ganhar ou perder, você está muito próximo, né? Então, esse momento foi triste, mas muito orgulho do que a gente fez.
Second cup final at Wembley that I'd lost against Liverpool, so looking forward to playing them in a few weeks, to be honest. These are the days that you play football for, cup finals at Wembley.
Para mim, ganhar a Copa da Liga significa muito, será muito especial. Mais experiente, eu fico um pouco mais tranquilo, porém, o frio na barriga ele continua. Eu já saí 3 vezes triste daquele estádio, não pretendo sair mais uma.
Welcome pitchside, where I'm delighted to say I've been joined by the brilliant Emma Hayes. Emma, lovely to see you. How are you, first and foremost?
Yeah, I'm delighted to be here, delighted to see all the blue fans sat behind the goal and looking forward to the game.
You're dressed accordingly, I must say.
Got colours.
Yeah, exactly that. This is familiar territory for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's home for me. I've been here a few times. It felt a bit weird coming down, and I'm not coaching the team today, but to be here and support Maurizio and the boys, hopefully I can bring them a little bit of Wembley luck.
Let's hope so too. Like I said, I mean, your record here at Wembley is extraordinary. It's home from home, isn't it?
You know, there's not many better places you can win. I mean, you see an auditorium like this filled with your fans, cheering your team. I hope the boys get that opportunity today, because it's a fabulous place to win and a horrendous place to lose.
And it is a fantastic opportunity for Maurizio and this young team. I mean, from an experience perspective, it doesn't get much better than playing out here in an arena in front of fans like this, does it?
No, and we've been preparing for this. I think the boys are improving week on week. We know they're a young group, and let's hope they manage, the opportunity the best way they can. And I think we owe one to Liverpool, to be frank.
I think you're right as well. And you and Maurizio get on so well as well. Do you find that you sort of swap notes when it comes to occasions like this?
Yeah, we talk a lot and go up and see him. He'll come down and see me, and he's a fabulous guy and a brilliant leader for us to have at the club. And as I said, I hope for him to have a little bit of success today and I think this is the right time to play Liverpool, and let's hope the boys can take the opportunity.
Can't let you go without a quick word on your season. Obviously, things are going well on all fronts. I mean, how are you feeling with the group that you've got at the moment?
Could be better, to be honest. I think we're on the back of a loss from Man City. We're not used to losing, so I don't like it any more than the players do. But we're competing on all fronts. I think we've got a couple of players coming back from injury, which will be key for us, and just have to keep putting in the performances that give us the opportunity to win.
Absolutely. And speaking of injury, when we're looking at a game like this, obviously Liverpool are missing players. Chelsea, not a full strength, but we've got players coming back at the right time of the season.
Look, how you manage these games is irrelevant of the 11 that are on. You have to manage, being in front of this huge crowd and the expectation that comes with it. I think we've been working towards being in this position, and like I said, it's evens. The games are evens, and we're in London. There'll be a big Chelsea fan base here, and like I said before, I think we owe Liverpool one.
Yes, we do. Finally, Emma, what's it like being at an occasion like this as a spectator? Are you a good spectator?
I just, I've worked for the club for so long. It's such a big part of me. I just want success for the fans and for everybody that works within it. I think it's been clear it's been a difficult couple of years getting the team to this point. But let's hope we can see some of the good work come to fruition and lift a trophy here at Wembley.
So, Emma, as always, a complete pleasure. They're ramping up the PA, so we're going to leave it there. But enjoy the game. Thank you so much.
Chelsea.
Keep thinking about the little battles and the bigger battles and the big pictures and the little pictures. But the one thing we didn't talk about last time was the Liverpool team news, and we know how many are out for them, Jason. So how does that affect things, well, mentally, for the Chelsea players that they know there's no Jota, no Nunez, no Salah, no all of those players, no Trent, no Alisson in goal, there's a youngster in goal. How does that maybe affect how the Chelsea players will perhaps counter their press, will be bold enough to go at them because they're not at full strength?
Sorry, it gives you a little bit more of an incentive, but what that does do, as a Liverpool player, you're thinking now, my opportunity's knocked. So why can't these players? We saw what they did against Luton, by the way, midweek. They were outstanding second half. So I think we really need to bear that in mind. This is a final. When that first whistle goes, no one will be thinking about this is a week in Liverpool. This is still Liverpool versus Chelsea, whatever way you dress it up. In terms of what the bench looks like, that's a real leveller. That's where you look at and go, whoever's going to be looking to the bench to change the game may well be thinking, right, we are now to change the game in a little bit of trouble. But in terms of what we've got, our team is the best version of what we got at the moment. Do not discount this Liverpool side. They scored 4 midweek, all in the front three. Diaz, Gakpo and Elliott all scored. They were on fire. So yes, I take the point and I hear you, but you know what, Ben? When the first whistle goes, mate, no one will be thinking about who's weakened, who's got injuries, who hasn't.
Well, the Chelsea boys have had the full week to prepare. Perhaps no surprise, therefore, that with no fresh injuries, the team is exactly as it was for Manchester City. And that in itself is interesting. Liverpool have had that midweek game and further injuries. Chelsea have not had that midweek game and have not had any further injuries. So we shall see. It's all very exciting. These giant flags are out here. We're going to go back downstairs and see what's going on down there.
Hey, it's Alex and Musa from the Rochester Blues. We just want to say best of luck in the final. We're going to be supporting you all the way through.
Come on, Chelsea. Let's go.
Hi, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.
Hi, it's Alex here from Chelsea Supporters Club Barcelona. Come on, Blues.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, we can do it. Come on.
Come on, Chelsea!
Welcome back to the Mix Zone here in Wembley. Well, we're continuing our transatlantic journey around the world, speaking to supporters clubs, and this time we head over the pond to Atlanta. Guys, welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you, good morning.
Morning to you. Well, good afternoon over here. Great to have you. Now, can you tell me how on earth you became a Chelsea supporter in Atlanta?
I've been a Chelsea supporter since 2002. I mean, I watched like all games of Chelsea, and Probably I come from India, so that's also a little bit of blues club. So it's easy transition for me from India to Chelsea, and I love watching all the Chelsea games. Anu?
I started in 2006 when I watched Didier Drogba play for the Ivory Coast. And ever since then, I wanted to follow which team he plays for and everything. And I came around Chelsea. Chelsea has a very big West African connection to me, myself, because I'm Cameroonian. And of course, I had a lot of Nigerian, Ghanaian, and also Senegalese fans. And they were all Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea.
Okay, well, hopefully this game is going to go down in the memory books as well. But guys, have you got a real special memory of being a Chelsea fan so far?
There is one, right? So last summer, hey Russell. Last summer I was with Charlie, and he asked me to spearhead a supporters group interview that we did in Atlanta during the summer tour. And over there, I mean, literally, I got to be part of Chelsea's social media. It was posted all over the place. Even my family overseas were able to see me on camera and everything. And honestly, it was one of the best memories I ever had. I never thought I'd be doing content for Chelsea.
And we also get regularly featured in NBCSN during the Premier League mornings. Our fan club, we do take pictures during the halftime, and usually our pictures are posted. So that's part of a great tradition for us.
Amazing. Thanks so much, guys. Enjoy the game.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Go Blues.
Blue is the color, football is the game.
Hello everyone, my name is Anton and I am a Chelsea fan from Barcelona. Vamos Chelsea!
Come on, Chelsea!
South Korea, come on, Blues!
Oh, let's go, you Blues. Let's go, Chelsea!
Come on, Chelsea. We can winning. Our aim is winning.
Come on, Chelsea.
To have fans from all around the world, and the fans are so loud out there. Right, guys, the talking is basically all said and done now. Are you ready for this, Joe?
I love this moment when your players come in, they've had their warm-up, it's sort of like you sort of calm, you're by yourself, you're focused on the job, because once that whistle goes, it's going to be all on it. And I just looking at that Chelsea team, I really fancy us today. I really do. I think he's picked a strong, athletic, young team, and I fancy us.
Looking good. Lee, you got them hyped out there.
I tried. I've lost my voice already, John, so that bodes well. That atmosphere is going to be something very special today, isn't it?
It's something we need as well. I think for the team, I think we do need that. I think it's great to see the fans back, where we belong, playing these kind of games, competing to win trophies like this. I think it's going to be a cracking game today, and I hope we can be able to use this, because when we used to play, I remember this used to be home away from home for us, somewhere where we had lots of success. So let's hope we can repeat that today.
Absolutely, Joe. We were talking off camera about the special moments. I bet you'd love to be involved in a game like this, wouldn't you? I would love it. I still play now, and I still go to bed and have dreams of playing in games like this, like I did when I was a kid. It feels like a long time ago, Lee. I'm not going to lie. But when you're here, we're part of it. We're part of it. We're working. I'm a fan first and foremost. My family's in the stand, and it all depends whether there's a happy household in the Coles tonight. Chelsea have to win.
Sounds
we can
like
actually hear it. Yeah, we can hear it.
Sounds like the teams are heading out there. Now, this is pretty much a defining moment for this young team. It is all on right now. So from us, it is about time that we hand up to the commentary for the action.